Hey there, it almost feels like spring today. Let's go for a ride. I hope you're doing well wherever you are today, and I hope that if you live in the northern climates, the weather is getting better. It certainly is here in southern Alberta, in Calgary. I'm out today and it's supposed to get up to 12 degrees Celsius, 54 for you that use Fahrenheit. I went out yesterday and it was 1 degree, so still chilly. The beauty of today's ride, you know, I've got the sleeves off the cold weather jacket, not wearing anything under my helmet to keep my head warm, regular long-fingered gloves instead of the winter gloves I wear, and just a pair of tights without anything underneath. So fantastic weather today, and I hope you're able to get out and do some riding and get back in shape. That's what it's about this time of year for people who live in the north. So people often ask me what kind of rides I do this time of year, and I often say, you know, I do a lot of my bread and butter rides. I do 30-40K rides. Often depends on the temperature. Colder weather, 30, 40 if it's a little warmer. I'll be doing just under 50 today. But I tell people not to overexert yourself. You know, it's early in the year. If you're not an experienced rider, you want to cut the kilometers down and not push it too hard. I'm riding east of Calgary today, and if you go east of Calgary, you're in a prairie. Honestly, it's flat. My ride today is pan flat. I'll put it in the description below from Strava and Ride with GPS. But on other days, I'll go out and try to do a few hill climbs. But nothing too hard, because after a winter time, your cardio just isn't as good. I'll be coming up on Chestermere pretty soon, which is east of Calgary. Last week I came out along this pathway and I couldn't finish the ride because this whole section was snowed over. You can see there's still a bit of snow here. It hasn't melted away. The ride back there had been plowed quite a bit, and this has not been plowed at all, as you can see. And there's still a little bit of snow across the pathway here, but it should get out to Chestermere today the whole way. Probably not loop the lake, which I normally do, because there is a section that's gravel and dirt and will likely be pretty muddy today. A lovely day here east of Calgary. So I'm here in Chestermere, and it's an 18K ride from my house to get here along an irrigation canal pathway, which is outstanding. And it is a pan flat ride out this way, and there's nothing wrong if you're going out and doing rides like this if you're new to cycling. Again, you don't want to overexert yourself, but you know, you can get your cadence up, you can get your spin up, you can get your speed up, you can help your heart, get that cardio working. These rides are fantastic, and I like this ride out here. Unfortunately, I can't go around the lake today. They've got some fences up, and it looks like that pathway I was telling you about, it's a little bit muddy right now, so I'm going to ride down to the lake, which I normally loop around, and then we'll just do an out and back today. Should be a good 40-45K ride. So here I am at the lake in Chestermere, and what I said earlier, I usually loop the lake. It's not a very big lake, but it's still frozen over right now, and will be like that for a while until we get some more warm weather. But it's a lovely day today. Lots of people are riding their bikes and getting a walk in today. You know, this might be the third largest lake in all of Alberta. I joke, of course, but I think Lake Minnewanka out near Banff is the largest lake in Alberta. And last summer I rode out to Moraine Lake, You can watch the video of that ride right here, but I think it's the second largest lake in Alberta, and those are two beautiful lakes in the Rocky Mountains. I'm on my way back home. Probably can't see the Rockies out in the distance. The camera likely can't pick that up. They're 100K away from where I am right now, but it's just beautiful view from here. And if I had one more bit of advice for people if they're new to cycling, if you have a planned route, great. If you don't have a planned route, go out with a headwind. Get a headwind as you leave your house. That way, when you're feeling a little tired later on, you'll have a tailwind heading home. The other thing you can do is pray that the wind doesn't change direction. Back home, 43K ride today out to Chestermere and back, and I hope you can get out and get some riding in. You know, I often tell people when they're doing long rides, when they're doing like a charitable ride, 100K or something like that, once you can do 40, 50K, not much farther to go to get to 100. And we'll be doing a lot of 100K rides this summer. And last year I didn't do a 100-mile ride, 160K, so I'll have to do another one of those this year. I never got one in last year. I was just thinking about that on this ride today. See you next time on Cycling on a Shoestring.